Tuesday today. Sorry I left you. Did I leave you abruptly? Maybe. Anyway, I didn't see you yesterday evening. I left you with my decorations, so we're going to continue those today, and I think let's get them all finished, and then I can, if they're finished, I can drop them off, post them through my friend's letterbox tomorrow. That would give me a nice excuse to go on a little walk. So that'll be good. Sorry, I'm just keep glancing down at them because they're just laid out so prettily. Ready and waiting. Yesterday afternoon we ran to our appointment. We were on time. I am chronically early. It's an illness as far as I'm concerned. I'm not 15-20 minutes early. I'm early. If I've never been somewhere before, if I'm going to a new location, I will turn up hours early. I once met a blogger when I had a blog, and she was a vintage blogger, and I met up with her. I've met up with a few bloggers actually. Sometimes it was very lovely and sometimes it was very weird. Anyway, I met up with her and I was 3 hours early. I was so panicked that I was going to be late that I got ready way too early, and then I had it in my mind I just had to get there. But I mean, we met somewhere fabulous in central London, so I just mulled around, had a coffee. It was in the summer. See, if you're early, you just feel, as soon as I'm running late, the day is ruined for me. Even if you're going to do something nice, it's ruined. I just feel it, like inside of the whole journey, and my heart has just been, and my stomach as well. And I think also, my dad is quite late, and the whole of my childhood, we were late everywhere we went, and I hated being the late girl. So I've completely switched over now. Now I'm the abnormally early girl. Anyway, we were early for our appointment. They were running quite late because only one of their machines out of the 2 machines, the scanning machines, were working. I didn't really mind. I was quite comfortable sat there, having a little sit down, waiting for my appointment, and Jason got to come in for the scan, so that was great. And I've had such a good experience of the NHS, of maternity, and they've been so kind, like really gone out of their way to make sure that I'm all right, which I didn't expect. I don't know why I didn't expect that. I just assumed that it would be a bit more clinical, but they are the kindest women. I've only seen so far women midwives. They are gentle and just want to have a chit chat with you. They just want to check how you're doing, what you're up to, any problems that you might have. It's like going and seeing a friend, except they take your blood and your wee. Every friendship's different. Anyway, the scan was good, and everything is fine, so I feel very reassured. There's definitely a baby in there. You know, I was wondering. It feels more like a goldfish, so you know, I was quite glad it wasn't a fish and it was a human, and it's a girl human. Very excited, super excited. I thought it was a girl. Everyone told me it was a boy. Everyone said, no, definitely you're having a boy. Definitely you're having a boy. I just, in my mind, I had a picture of a girl. Not what she looked like or anything, just, I think because I have a sister, and when I was younger, all my friends had sisters. There weren't any boys around. All the grown-ups were boys, because I've got all the uncles. But there was no girl, there was no young boys. So I'm not sure what I would have done with a little boy, but you know, doesn't matter now. I hope you can't hear the washing machine. I checked, you cannot hear the washing machine. Only I can hear the washing machine. All right, enough chit chat, let's get stitching. I'm gonna stitch these decorations, and I might put a little something squidgy in them just to give them a bit of body. And oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm quite tired today after yesterday's, that appointment did take it out of me. But yeah, this is a sitting, relaxing day. And yeah, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it, take my time with it, and then yeah, I hope you enjoy watching little ornaments come to life. I really love felt. I love that you don't need to finish the edges. I love that you can machine or hand stitch it. I think it's really versatile, and I love that children can do it as well as adults. So I am pro felt. There is such a thing as pro felt. That's me. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's see how they come out. Okay, so I've just done little horsies. Very freestyle, nothing special, just some running stitches and French knot and French knot. Super duper easy, and we're facing each other so that I can stitch them together. And then I'm thinking probably here I'll put a little string, wherever he yeah, somewhere about there there'll be a little string, and I think I'll probably put a tiny bit of stuffing, just kind of a circle here and maybe a little bit there, just to give him a tiny bit of volume, just a little. I mean, to be honest, once you've got the 2 layers of felt, it does work quite nicely. And then I will just use a white and just whip stitch all the way around. You can also do a blanket stitch, but a whip stitch, you just go in and just go all the way around, super easy. Pull quite nicely and not too tight, but yeah, so I just think they're really lovely. So that's my Swedish friend Maria, and oh, I did the little star as well. Again, just a running stitch, and then in the middle there is 1 French knot, but you really cannot get easier than a running stitch. An up and down stitch, really the easiest. So okay, he needs to face that way. I haven't used any specific needles, but this one has a nice big eye, which does make a big difference, doesn't it? Trying to thread. Oh, I'm using three flosses, three strands of floss. There we go. That's the 3 of those. And I know some people don't put knots in their embroidery. I'm a knotter. Get a knot in there. Where shall we start? Where shall we start? Let's start with the eye. Do you know, French knots are my favourite. Lovely and easy. In through the back. That's held in place quite nicely. Just checking you can roughly see. It's not a tutorial or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4 wraps. Lovely jubbly. In to the fabric just next to it. Pull tight onto the needle, and then all the way through. Careful not to pull his leg off. Anyway, I think he is going to come along quite nicely. All right. Let's do the outside of his. I'm not a horsey person, so whatever the part of the reins that attaches to the muzzle. Anyway, the thing I like about stitching into felt is the whole idea of a felt decoration like this. It's meant to look homemade. It's meant to look just as if, you know, that hand-drawn quality that's just really lovely with almost like children's drawings. Really simple. Everything's just boiled down to the most basic version. And that's what I quite like. So I'm just using, actually, do you know what? I should probably be using the matching side as reference, because it's a little bit tricky to look at it and try and mirror it if you've got one the same side. Yeah, see that? I'm sure at some point I will just start force forwarding it so that you can just, you know, a nice overlay with some soothing music. Do you know, this is actually not a running stitch. I actually don't know the name of a lot of embroidery stitches, but I just know naturally how to do them. Okay. If you teach yourself things and you've never done a class and you don't really talk to people necessarily about it, you don't really learn the terminology sometimes, because you don't have anybody to tell. Anyway, I hope that you can see it. I'm stitching in a very peculiar position. Anyway, if I was doing embroidery on a cotton or a finer fabric, I would not jump across, and I would try and make it as neat as possible. But on felt in particular, it really does not matter. Well, this has turned out to be a very soothing and restorative project. Can't complain when the project is restorative. And I am confident that I will get all of this done this afternoon, which I'm very happy about. I'm a little bit conscious with the vlogs that I'd like to show you different things and not just keep showing you the same hexy quilt. Sure, you don't mind, but I really like, when I watch videos, seeing a little bit of variety. Just seeing what people might get up to. So in general, I start a project and I finish it. I don't jump from project to project. But for the vlogs in particular, I thought just was a really nice opportunity to look at a few different projects. I haven't waxed this thread or anything, I've just gone straight into the stitching. And yeah, I'm just going to keep plodding away in the same manner. 2 horses are done. I've got to get the other side of the star, and then I got, oof. Obviously you can just do 1/2 and then position them on your tree or wherever, but I quite like when it's a Christmas ornament, they move, they don't stay perfect unless you were going to, I don't know, clip them. If you've got that little loopy string, they do move in the wind and when people walk past, so I really like it on the tree if it's double. If I was going to do this as like a bunting or something where you'd only see the front, or maybe as an applique, if that was going to go on something, obviously you'd only do it on the front, so you would then, in that same amount of time, then have 2. Although those on a stocking would be quite nice. Very cute. Okay, horse is done, 1/2 star is done, and then I've got the I need to do a little bit more cutting for that because I don't have the heart. I'm thinking a little white heart, maybe a bit smaller. Oh, actually that's quite nice, quite a nice size. Maybe I'll trace off a few more of those. I'm gonna need to walk up to the workroom to get, oh, it's so far away. It's on the 2nd floor. Okay. Anyway, I'll show you when they're done. You can see what you think. Oh, maybe we could do something really vloggy. Maybe we could set them up quite nicely and do like a little, you know, little something with a hot chocolate and just, and then you can put a little Christmas music. Just to set the scene. Oh, I've just been watching Julie, Why I Let's Knit. I just realised I had not been getting her notifications of her podcasts. Now I've got a few. I love it when you've got a few of someone's podcast. Afternoon Sorted, because you can just watch them all in a row. Fabulous. In fact, it's nearly Vlogmas, isn't it? Nearly. I could go back and watch some people's Vlogmas, but just watch them all together. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. Here is what I have got so far. We have got one little stocking with some French knots on the top. We've got one tiny little heart, all double-sided. We have got one little star, and then we've got the horse. I think the horse is the best one of all of them, and they've all got like a tiny bit of stuffing just in the very middle. Anyway, yeah, how sweet are all those? And I'm going to give them to my friend tomorrow, and yay! And there's the final one, which is just the little, that'll just pop nicely into a card. I didn't have any cord for this one, so that's just embroidery floss. Oh gosh, that's just embroidery floss. I may wax that. I've got some beeswax. I might just swipe a bit of wax just on there to hold the fibres together. But yay! Oh, I'm using my new ring light. Look at that quality. It is currently nearly 6 o'clock and you can see it. Woohoo! That is a worked well done. That's a day well done. Day well done.